Okay, hi everybody. It's me. Now, I know people saw my last video was okay. Let's unpack a lot of things. Number one, before I get into this video, which is going to be Mobile Suit Gundam again, I keep talking about it. It's a thing. I'm not dropping the series. Okay, I know I might have posted something on community on my channel. I'm not. The episode just kind of pissed me off, on different reasons. Now, one thing I forgot to mention after complaining about leaving her, leaving Suletta where she left her, Prospera, was obviously this was the whole bit of the episode was she's a clone. Now, for shits and giggles, I decided to take a look. This isn't the first time that Gundam has done this. Of course, I'm talking about Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta. Now, that was different. It's different. It's completely different. It's not the same. It's not the same. What happened in Mercury is not exactly what happened here. In Mercury, there are clones made of Prospera's daughter. They are put inside of the mobile suit. And one other one, which is Suletta, was made to pilot it. The character's name in Double Zeta, as I'm looking down, is Plea, or Plea 2. They made 11 clones. Before I get into this is going somewhere. 11 clones of Plea 2 from Double Zeta. Now, the difference obviously is night and day. But it's still there. Now, based on what happened in last week's episode, this past Sunday, I got a little pissed because I thought, like, how are you going to spin this? There's no... And besides the fact that her real daughter is inside the Gundam and is telling Suletta, to basically fuck off. That's what she said. So, that's what she said. She says, oh, you can't cling to me anymore, or to mother. Like, basically just, yeah. Be free! Now, here's my problem, and I'm going to say this being very frank. And basically the name of this video is going to be Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury Discussion, Clones, and Gundam. Now, I already mentioned Double Zeta. The last time, besides Double Zeta, we've only had a few others where clones were mentioned, shown. They're there. Unicorn, which was a surprise to me because I knew about Cruz. Marina Cruz, she's the one that pilots the Mobile Suit in the beginning, going after Benaja in the Gundam Unicorn. She was one of the Plue clones. The other one, big surprise here, I didn't realize it. I guess it was a thing. Full Frontal, the clone of Shaw. Now, the only other time we gotten this was outside of Universal Century. And that was basically Seed, which is not that big of a deal. I mean, Seed was more Mula Flaga, and the guy I forgot his name, was a clone of his father or something. And besides that is Double O. But Double O is different. Double O is the main guy, he's a clone, and it's a lot more complicated and so on and so forth. But that's basically it. outside of Mercury, where we've had the whole clone army. Here's the problem. All these clones have one thing in common. Most of them are the bad guys. I know you don't want to make that distinction because Gundam doesn't really have a good, bad side here. There's the Federation of Earth, and then there's the Zeons of Space. But, you know, it's not really morally good, you know, morality of the whole thing. It's foul. It's disgusting. You clone somebody and you treat them like crap. And that's the feelings I'm getting with Mercury. That episode was like, really? So we're going to go down this route. Creators of this show. You're going down this route. Clones. You know, have you seen the other Gundam series with clones? And this is my point I'm trying to make. They didn't go well. No, they didn't. Every clone, from my understanding, dies. Now, here's the thing. I want to also bring up something else. Iron Blood Orphans. A lot of people don't like that show. I never finished it. I watched, like, season 1? First part, I think? I never finished it. But I heard what happens, and I'm like, yeah, good thing I didn't finish it. Regardless of the fact, my problem with this show is this. To the guy who did Code Geass. And listen, no offense. Listen, I like Code Geass, Lelouch, all that stuff. But, honest to God, if you mimic what you did in Code Geass into this show, that's not going to fly. I'm sorry. But I have noticed a lot of things about this show so far. The clones, certain things here and there. They're taking a lot of stuff from other Gundam series. But they're just putting a new spin on it. That being said, when it concerns the whole clone argument, this is my 2 cents. Do not do what the other Gundam series have done with clones. Okay? I'm just putting it out there. Because I swear to God, if this series ends with Suletta dying, people will riot. And why? Because of the previous Gundam series. IPO. Spoilers for anyone who, and I'll probably put spoilers in the top of this video. Yeah, Mika. He dies. Wonderful. So I don't want to have to find out this happens in this show. Listen, I'm still going to watch the show. I am. But the whole clone argument is just disgusting. You clone using the genes of your dead daughter to create parts for a mobile suit. That's what it is. Parts. The bits that come out of Ariel, those are clones of her daughter. The hell? I mean, there are levels of evil, and then there's levels of evil that I think we need to go, okay, we need to stop. We need to stop. And the thing that pissed me off about that episode is they were trying to make Prospera and Eerie, who's the Gundam itself, in the right. Get the hell out of here. They're in the right? Oh, she's free. She's a clone, you stupid bitch. I'm sorry if I'm cursing. Like, are you that dumb? Prospera, what happens if she decides to become a homicidal maniac? And she decides to kill everyone at the school? It's almost as if she doesn't give a shit. All she cares about is that aerial Gundam and bringing back her whatever. Because that's the point I'm trying to make, and that's why I made a reference to Double Zeta and to other shows, other Gundam series that have clones. They don't turn out good. They die. So is that what you guys are doing? I'm just saying. Let me tell you, because it's just everything about that episode, that ending. I'm like, come on, just stop. Stop. You're not fooling anyone. Hello. And no offense to the guy who did Code Geass, and he's the screenwriter of this show. But let me tell you something. If you continue to throw in Code Geass references with the duels and everything in between, and then you start throwing in a Lelouch Suzaku situation, I'm like, okay, you need to stop. Just stop. But, as I said, the clone thing is concerning because we've been down this road before. And most clones are evil. Or I would say they're evil for evil's sake. Now, here's the thing, though. As much as I'm harping on this, Zeon, they use Plu to attack, Judo, and so on and so forth. He's your enemy. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Regarding Suletta, we haven't seen that. I mean, she did say that whole saying, 1 step forward, 2 steps forward, or whatever you call it. But that wasn't like in order to kill people. Just basically to move forward. But the thing is that she doesn't have an identity. Suletta, she just has, she's hollowed. Hence the title of last week's episode. But at the same time, I'm like, doing something this diabolical and trying to push it off as I'm helping her, we're saving her. Someone's going to come over you, and eventually you're going to get your comeuppance. You cannot be this evil, this manipulative, this diabolic, Prospera, without consequences. And trust me, you will get consequences. But that's my thoughts on that. But the whole clone thing is just, it just seems... like I know I saw a guy on Facebook. He was saying, he was passing on this show because they're just borrowing elements from all the Gundam series. And it's like, okay, it's different. I understand that. But at the same time, you're trying to force this in. And I'm like, you've already given her 2 episodes straight of just pushing her into the ground. That's what you basically did. Don't get smart with us writers of this series. You took Suletta, you threw her in the mud, and you kicked her and kicked her and kicked her and kicked her. So guess what? Now you're to blame because now you pushed yourself in the corner. And this is my point. What are you going to do now? You've ridiculed and you've put your main character through so many PTSD moments, and now it's like she has no Gundam, she has nothing. All she has are friends. What happens if she just starts committing war crimes? That's my thing. And listen, I'm not hating the show. It's just this move sounds stupid. Stupid. Prospera, the Gundam, Mercury, Ghoul, they think they're doing her a favor when they're not. She's a clone. And I can't wait until Ghoul and Mercury find that out. Because that's when the other shoe's going to drop. And she's going to be, feels like someone kicked her in the stomach for Mercury. So I didn't want to make this a whole big video about this, but it's just the whole clone thing. I'm like, you basically just said, oh, I'm not your mother. That's what it is. And you just threw her out the window. Like trash. Obsolete. I can go on and on about this. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I can assure you if this was in a different anime, she would be arrested. Damn. But the whole clone thing, I hope, this writer, listen. Hello, Kokias. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm bashing Kokias here. Do not go that route. Do not. I mean, they may not. I just feel like the whole clone element, it's just like, where are you going with this? You gonna turn her evil? That's gonna be pretty hard. Turning her evil. The only way you could turn her evil is if she gets another Gundam or mobile suit and she ends up using it to kill people. But it's like, I just don't see it. I just don't. I don't know where you're going with this. But we'll see how it goes. But the clone element is what needs to be analyzed here. Now, this video's getting on. Double Zeta and the other series, all clones are programmed evil. To kill people. To do this, to do that. To make war crimes, you know, the whole bit. But with Suletta, it's not there. She had to do those duels, but it wasn't like to kill people. So maybe I think they're not going to go down that route. Maybe what's going to happen is they'll just have her. She might reveal it to the people from Earth House, but we'll wait and see. Next week's episode comes on this Sunday, and we'll get to it. Before I go, I got one little minor announcement. No Hell Paradise. So now we had no Gundam one weekend. Now we're not gonna have no Hell Paradise for one weekend. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something else. Maybe I'll do another Gundam discussion video. But I'll see you guys later. It's not a good idea to have clones in Gundam. You guys better do good on this because people still don't like IBO. And they're not going to like this series if you kill people. Kill her. I'll see you guys later. Peace.